Once I was driving my car and was stopped at a traffic light. When the light turned green, I didn't move right away. I guess I was observing something else or lost in my thoughts, kind of distracted. Then a man in the car behind me honked and said, "Get out of the way, you old smelly woman." I was so offended, my mood changed instantly. My day ended right there. Nothing was fun anymore. I was really hurt, you know. Then I started thinking that words are more than just sounds coming out of our mouths, they are the essence of our communication and our very existence. From the moment we are born, we are immersed in a world of words, the words spoken to us, the ones we read, the ones we think, and the ones we eventually express. It's fascinating to think that, in a way, we are made of words. They shape our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. Every word we hear or read leaves an impression on us, like deep marks on our mind and heart. They are like seeds planted in our soul, which germinate and grow, influencing our choices and future decisions. Words have extraordinary power. They can comfort or hurt, inspire or demotivate, teach or confuse. They can create deep bonds between people or erect insurmountable barriers. That's why it's crucial to be aware of the impact of the words we choose to use. The words directed at us often become an integral part of who we are. They can motivate us to achieve our most ambitious dreams or make us doubt our own abilities. They can encourage us to pursue what is right or tempt us to give in to what is easier. In short, the words we absorb shape our perspectives, our values, and our beliefs. Therefore, we must be careful with the words we choose to use when interacting with others, folks. We must recognize the power we have over people through the words we utter. Every word is an opportunity to build, to strengthen, to inspire. And it is also an opportunity to hurt, to discourage, to destroy. May we choose our words wisely, aware of the impact they can have not only in the present moment but also in the lives and destinies of those who receive them. Because, after all, we are made of words, and it is through them that we shape our world. These days people don't read books anymore, they just stick to their phones and social media. They can't distinguish irony, they don't laugh at themselves. Everyone's got a fixed mindset and doesn't want to hear opposing opinions. The lack of reading and uniformized thinking are two phenomena that contribute greatly to the impoverishment of language and the deterioration of communication and critical thinking in today's society. Reading is one of the main ways to enrich our vocabulary and our understanding of the world around us. When we stop reading regularly, we miss out on the opportunity to be exposed to a variety of words, ideas, and perspectives. This results in an impoverished language, where people have a limited repertoire of words and expressions to communicate. Furthermore, the lack of reading also negatively affects the development of critical thinking. Through reading, we are exposed to different viewpoints, historical contexts, and intellectual debates, which allows us to analyze and question information more deeply and sophisticatedly. Without this stimulus, we run the risk of passively accepting dominant ideas, without questioning or reflecting on them. We no longer like to delve into topics, we just stick to the superficial and always want more of the same. Superficial and more of the same. Time seems so short for so much information. Before, we would pick up a book and read it to the end, with concentration and enthusiasm. Now our head seems so full that when we open a book, we get sleepy. We then have to empty ourselves to fill ourselves up again. Is it like this with everything in life? On the other hand, uniformized thinking, often fueled by the influence of social media and digital media, also contributes to the impoverishment of language and communication. In an environment where people are mainly exposed to opinions and information that confirm their own beliefs and worldviews, there is a tendency to reinforce preconceived ideas and lack diversity of thought. Digital bubbles, which are created when people are exposed only to content that aligns with their preferences and interests, can lead to the alienation of society. When we are immersed in digital bubbles, We lose contact with perspectives different from ours and tend to isolate ourselves in our own ideological bubbles, where our opinions are constantly reaffirmed and validated, with no room for healthy debate and exchange of ideas. Why can't we listen to an opposing opinion without getting angry? I find it very complicated not to know how to listen. Because I like to talk. This alienation can lead to disunity among us, where people become increasingly polarized and intolerant of different opinions. This creates an environment where constructive dialogue becomes difficult, and understanding each other becomes practically impossible. So the pain of existence can no longer be shared, we keep it to ourselves, so as not to bother, not to scare others with our monsters. I can't show myself to anyone because I'm ugly and nobody is ugly, I'm boring and nobody is boring, I'm proud and nobody else has pride, I'm hardworking and nobody else works, they just travel, fish, play. I can't get sick of everything because nobody gets sick nowadays, everyone smiles, thinks everything is cool, lives in this fantasy life. One sees the other's life through a photo and thinks that's participating. Is that being a friend? Is that caring? Are we caring about anything nowadays? Therefore, it is crucial to recognize the negative effects of the lack of reading, uniformized thinking, and digital bubbles on language and communication, and to work to promote a culture of reading, critical thinking, and diversity of ideas in society. Only then can we combat the impoverishment of language and build a more informed, engaged, and inclusive society, where we can have flaws and live in peace, for God's sake. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and I thank you for watching until here. Leave your like if you enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. Thank you very much, and until next time.